This is a favourite poem from school, The Listeners by Walter Delamere, but I'd like you to think of it in terms of an Amazon delivery man trying to gain access to a house where the people are most definitely self-isolating. "Is there anybody there?" said the traveller, knocking on the moonlit door, and his horse in silence chomped the grasses of the forest's ferny floor. And a bird flew up out of the turret above the traveller's head, and he smote upon the door a second time. "Is there anybody there?" he said. But no one descended to the traveller. No head from the leaf-fringed sill leaned over and looked into his grey eyes, where he stood, perplexed and still. But only a host of phantom listeners that dwelt in the lone house then stood listening in the quiet of the moonlight to that voice from the world of men. Stood thronging the faint moonbeams and the dark stair that goes down to the empty hall, hearkening in an air shaken and stirred by the lonely traveller's call. And he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness answering his cry, while his horse moved, cropping the dark turf neath the starred and leafy sky. For he suddenly smote on the door even louder and lifted his head. "Tell them I came," and no one answered, "that I kept my word," he said. Never the least stir made the listeners, though every word he spake fell echoing through the shadowiness of the still house from the one man left awake. Aye, they heard his foot upon the stirrup, the sound of iron on stone, and how the silence surged softly backwards when the plunging hooves were gone.